Okay, so I was asked to do a look yesterday that I did, and then everybody loved it and wanted a tutorial, so I'm going to do a tutorial today here on my YouTube. So we're first going to start off by priming our face. This is the Believe brand from Dollar General. We're just going to put it all over our face. From here, we're going to conceal these dark circles under our eyes. For that, I'm going to use Conceal It from LA Colors. Again, from Dollar General. I'm getting low, I gotta get another one, so. Take your beauty blender. And blend it out. Then we're going to start our eyeshadow first. Do the other eye. Alright, we're going to start with one of these compacted round fluffies. And we're going to go in with a dark purple. Right here.
We got a deeply unhealthy relationship. Which reminds me, do you think we can get any samples of this from work?
Next is hot pink. Slightly overlap.
Like these swollen sausages.
Blend as you go. Next is orange. You can go in with a smaller brush and touch up some of that pink. And you take it all the way to your brow. Mine is blonde. It's the only reason you can't really see it. Do the other side. With black and our eyebrow brush, we're going to go in and do our brows. Since my hair is black, I use black. I'm going to use one of these little angled brushes. I draw up under the underneath of my brow, and then I just use the rest to just fill it in.
Are you going to answer the door? Should I open it and say aha again? I'm sorry, Sheldon. I should have told you I was back. I just want to have a couple days alone. No, I should have apologized. I never realized to what extent our friendship was a burden to you. That is not fair. I complain about what a burden it is at least once a month. No. Let's not sugarcoat this. You find me finicky, pedantic, and annoying.
Now we're going to cut the crease and go in with our black for the whole eyelid.
Amy, please leave me out of this. Fine. Leonard, there's no need for you to pretend to like me anymore. Come on, I said I was sorry. No. You save your apologies for after you've had disappointing coitus with them. It was fun. This is silly. I brought you back a little present from my trip, huh? That sailor cap that you on a neat, huh? Do you honestly think you can buy back my friendship with a cheap souvenir? I don't.
If you have hooded eyes, you see where my crease is right here. You go above it just a little so when you open your eye, you don't smudge the rest of your makeup. You can always go back in with that tiny brush and touch up that purple once you get done. Now you're going to pat it out with your finger. Now I'm going to go in with a brush. It's kind of packed, slightly rounded. I'm going to use my black from Wet n Wild, their Fantasy Maker palette. And we're just going to pack in color. It's going to take a second.
Driving you to work, or are you still mad? I'd like to ride. Assuming you actually do take me to work.
Once you've filled your whole lid with the black, do the other eye. Now that I've got the black on, I'm going to go back in with that purple around that edge. Like that. And this is why we do our eyes before we do the rest of our face, because otherwise we have stuff like that or fallout or whatever. So okay, top it off with a little bit more pink. We get a makeup wipe, we're going to wipe that off, and then we're going to do the rest of our face. Okay, now that the little mark's gone, we're going to go in with our foundation. I'm going to use two different ones. This one is from Wet n Wild. It's their soft beige, which if I only use this one, makes me slightly yellow. And I don't want to be yellow. The other one I'm going to use, just a second. As you kind of see, I put the darker one where the contour would go. Is also by Wet n Wild, but it's their Nude Ivory, which is slightly lighter than my actual skin. But when I mix the two, I get the right color. So I'm going to take our sponge and we're going to mix and blend it in as we go. Now I'm going to take some loose powder from LA Colors, again from Dollar General, and a big super fluffy brush. I'm going to tap it in the powder, and we're just going to powder the face to stop it from being dewy. I don't like that dewy look. I like a more matte look. And even though I buy matte foundation, I'm still a little shiny. So
these are a little different. There's a tradition at elite universities and Princeton. Tradition of puzzles that rely on logic, obscure knowledge, science.
Oh, in ours we would just run around town looking for a store that would sell us beer.
So, who's it?
alright, from here we're going to contour, blush, and then lashes, lipstick, and done. So for my contour and my blush, again, LA Colors. These are like $5 at Dollar General. I'm going to take the darker one, the contour palette. I get a brush that's kind of fluffy, but not super fluffy. As you can see, it's not as fluffy as this one, but it's fluffy. We're going to go in with this one right here. And right below our cheekbone. Same color, a little bit up here. Repeat on the other side.
Somewhere in the city of Pasadena, I live in a golden dawn.
Then you're going to go into blush.
You will be facing a trophy.
I like to use a square flat or a flat one like that. I use a mixture of these two in the middle because the top four are highlighters.
The location of the next, the last of which
And I just tap right here as to not get too much. You can always add more, but taking it away is a little bit of a pain. Slightly overlapping them once you've tapped a lot. Light little circles. Repeat. Next, I go back in with this big fluffy brush and just use it to blend everything. Nothing on it, just to kind of smooth it out.
Yeah, you don't think I'm smart enough. You think I'm gonna be a liability, even though I totally just used the word liability correctly.
Back with the blush brush. I like to put just a little bit on the underneath of my nose. Not like Rudolph or anything, but just a little bit. Like that. Now that that's all done, we're going to do our lashes, our lips, and we're out of here. So for lashes, I'm going to use these. I got these on Amazon. I'm actually going to stack two on top of each other. So I've put them together. I've glued them where I put the glue around the band. I'll let it dry for a few seconds, and I'm going to stick it to my eye. Do your other eye once you get that one on. I'm going to go in with some mascara because you can see my actual eyelashes. And just darken them a little. Make sure it stayed on, and it did not. I have a hard time with the inner corner, as most do. My eyes water. A little bit down here, because we're not done. We have to do the under eye still. The under eye we're going to line with black, and then we're going to put a light little baby blue underneath it, okay? So for the black, I'm going to go in with one of these little Wet n Wild multi-stick in black, because it'll stay on your waterline. Like that. You can do this with white on other makeup looks to make your eyes look wider. Now we're gonna go in with this blue, very thin along the edge. So same little thin brush we used earlier. Tap on some blue. And just right underneath. It's gonna blend itself, as you see. Gotta be careful of that fallout. Tapping helps. I have some. What I'm gonna do is take this big ass brush and floof it off. Other eye. From here you can pick up whatever makeup lipstick you want. Black, nude, whatever color you want to use. I'm gonna use black. But my black is out in my car, so I'm gonna stop the video here. It showed how to do the look. Apply your makeup the way, or the lipstick the way you want, and y'all have a great day.